You might be thinking, I need to grow my business and I don't have any money. How am I going to get that business? How am I going to grow my business when my budget is zero? And that's what we're here today to answer the question of how to grow a small business without money. There are 4 different ways that you can grow your business: cold calling, advertising, public relations, and referrals. And so I'm going to explore which of those ways work when we have no budget, when we have no money, and we want to grow our small business. So advertising, that's out. Like, advertising is going to cost you money. So that is one avenue that we will not explore. The second way you can grow your business is cold calling. I get cold just thinking about it. And I live in Florida. I don't like cold. So I'm actually really good at cold calling, or I was in my previous life. I owned a promotional products business when I went into business for myself, starting back in 2003. And I supported the business and I grew my business for 2 years by doing cold calling. And I mean, I was spending 80% of my time cold calling, and it worked. I had a really great percentage. Like, I didn't actually call on the phone. I knocked on doors. However, I don't like doing it. So we're not going to spend a lot of time on cold calling. I'm going to spend a little bit of time on public relations, and then I really want to talk about how to get leads and referrals, because I think for most of us, it is the easiest way to grow our business without spending money or without spending a lot of money. So first, let's talk a little bit about PR. So in this kind of PR umbrella, all the things that I think of when I think of PR, I include things like social media, writing articles, doing a newsletter, having a YouTube channel. Hey, like this. And, while you're here on YouTube, do you want to subscribe and like this video and leave a comment below on your favorite tip that I'll share with you on how to make money how to make money without any money. So to me, like, social media is a really great place where you can make some PR. You can get out there and be seen. And I find that as of late, at least, so we're mid-2021 now, groups seem to be a really great way that people are able to maximize their time on Facebook, for example. Now, you can start your own group. That's definitely a way to do it if you've got the time and energy, or you can get into somebody else's group. Though if it's somebody else's group, you have to respect the rules of the group. You can't just be selling all the time. Though I do find that if I'm in the group and I'm interacting, I'm engaging, I'm commenting, I'm posting, if I can put my own post out there, not self-serving, but conversation, then you can begin to be seen as the expert and seen as the person that knows what they're talking about. Though if you're sell all the time, like, if you're sell all the time, it's not going to be uber attractive to people. Yes, you can go out there selling and cold calling, but I think when we're doing social media, if we're selling all the time, it does turn people off. Just like here on YouTube, I think that if you have a channel, that's certainly a way that people can find you and you can be seen. It costs you, really, we've all got, well, I have a phone. I don't know where it went. You see how well I did with that, huh? Oh, there we go. The joys of being live. So I've got my smart device. This could be my camera that I utilize. As you can tell, I'm not doing this video on this camera, but these cameras are absolutely phenomenal. And for most of us, it's good enough. Maybe you want to get a microphone. I've got my microphone chilling out up here, but you could have your microphone if you wanted a little bit better audio. And you could use that to create your videos to get started. Now, if it's a whole bunch of ads, nobody's going to watch them. We all want to skip through the ads. However, if there's content that you're offering, content that's of power, then people are much more likely to watch it. People are more likely to want to be a part of your world, subscribe, and keep coming back. So how do we offer value? That could be done. You could also create some PR if you have a newsletter. That's people that you're putting out to your network. Or could you maybe have an article or a coupon in somebody else's newsletter? Gives an opportunity for you to be seen without you having to pay for it. And there's all kinds of conversations we could have on PR and that, but I really want to get to the leads and the referrals, because that's where my heart is. That's where I love working with people on how do we grow our business by referral. And the beautiful thing about referrals, $0. Now, you are utilizing the relationships that you have. So there is kind of a withdrawal, and it's from your relationship versus the bank account. So if I'm looking to grow my business and I have $0 in the budget, I want to reach out, probably using this lovely dovely lovely phone device and call the people in my network and let them know, what do I have going on? What's happening in my business? Now, the instinct is often to sell. Again, we talked about that. Let's leave the selling out of this. I know there's zero budget and we want the money, but let's leave the selling out of this and maybe share with the people in your network what you have going on and who's a great referral. So instead of saying, will you give me money? Say, can you help me with an introduction? Now, I do want to point out that relationships are very much like a bank account. Like if I have to put deposits in so I can get withdrawals out. So I can't just say, give me a referral, give me a referral, give me a referral without it being something to help them out as well. So we got to make sure we keep our relationships mutually beneficial to both parties. That will definitely help us have the opportunity to get more from it. So you can ask for the referral. Now, I do encourage you to be super specific when you ask for the referral. Too many people say, do you know anybody that needs my product and service? It doesn't work. You need to utilize who do you know who, and then insert a specific referral request. And I have a whole video that talks just about that. I'll put the link in the comments or the description below. So we want to be super specific about our referral request. Now, maybe we're looking at the person that we're talking to. Maybe this is a friend of the family. Maybe it's our pastor. Maybe it's our cousin. Maybe it's our next door neighbor. And maybe they really don't know your kind of clients. Perhaps they know some of your referral sources. So I would make a list, whether it's actual a written list or in your head, of what are 5, 6, 8, 10 professions that could refer you all day, every day. And ask, hey, do you know a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker? Let them, create some of those introductions for you. And if you're not 100% sure, okay, who could be those referral sources for me? I do have an online coaching program. It's free. It's MORE Referrals, 5 steps to referral success. Step 2 talks about the right referral professions for you. Because to me, they can pass you referrals all day, every day. And if you can find the right 4, 6, or 8 people that could be referring you on a consistent basis, I think the no money thing is going to no more be a problem. I think you'll have those referrals flowing in. The money will be flowing in, and you won't have to worry anymore about how to grow my business with no money. So as you're talking to your network as well, you could be asking for things like speaking engagements, podcasts, interviews. It could be, hey, do you know events where I could go hang out at? Hey, is there any sponsorship opportunities? And I know we have no money, so it's not that we're paying for sponsorship, but maybe I'm able to volunteer my time or my energy, do a job that nobody else wants to do or isn't qualified to do in return for that sponsorship. Now, when it comes to asking for referrals, also, you can definitely ask for referrals on social media. I have a video dedicated just to how to ask the right way, what to say, what to do. So I'll put that in the description below if you want to check that out. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about in this idea of how do I grow my small business with no money, with no budget, is free networking. So we do have a lot of free networking events that are offered around the community. And occasionally there's some that are decent. What I find, though, a lot of times is the free events, you get what you pay for. And that even if you spend a little bit of money, $5 or $10 for an event, or sometimes the best events cost a decent amount of money, you can get better results for them. So I'm all about, like, go check out the free networking groups. Go check out. I know when it comes to budget, sometimes we're hesitant, but I know some of the best investments that I made back in 2005 when I was broke. I had like no money, but I had to scrape together some membership fees, and those were the groups that passed me the best referrals. I always get way better stuff out of groups that I've paid for than the freebie ones. And so I have to consider, is it worth the $500 or the $1,000 if it's going to get me 100 referrals in the year versus the free networking event that I go to on the weekly that costs me 3 hours a week and I get 2 referrals in the year. So it varies. I don't think there's any right or wrong. I just want us to realize that not all networking events are created equally. Though in this post-COVID world, so we're going back to in-person right now, we'll have the opportunity to do some in-person networking depending on where in the world you're at. And there's also some online networking. So I've found some really cool online networking events, some paid, some free. I find that people are a little bit more networking minded and following the rules. Like I talk about the rules in the 4.5 networking mistakes, like what to do and not do during networking. And the freebie ones I get sold to a lot more than the ones people are paying to go to. but there's been some great freebie ones that are happening all over the world. So we have a huge opportunity to network online without having to pay anything, or maybe we pay $5 or $10. It just depends on your situation. Do you have a little bit of budget, or is it really no money? And if it's really no money, then the free ones are really great to network. Now, I do encourage you to go with a purpose, go with a goal. I actually have a whole video. I've got lots of videos. I have a whole video about how to network at a networking event. So I'll put that in the description below as well. Give you the opportunity to check it out and see what are some great ideas. Because if we're going to go to the free networking event, we want to make sure we have our goals and we're able to get the results that we're looking for. And so we'll walk you through how to do all of that. What did I miss? What's your favorite way to grow your business without spending any money? What have you utilized to create some success? Or what did you hear today that you're going to go out there? You may have no money, but it's time for us to make some money so we can create our success.